Cheap amplifier. The little one you see on the stall in the back is a little custom 12 watt tube. And by tube, what it means is it's got one tube in the preamp. I've had to put it quite a way back because it's got a 12AX7 in there. I used to run an AT in there, and I think I took that out and put it in another amp, which reduced the put an AT in there, reduced the feedback a bit. But these amps came out, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and they were about 90 quid here in the UK. Nowadays you can get sort of little Epiphones and Gretsch, what's the other one, Epiphones, Gretsch, there's a little Fender, that are all tubed for about that money. Consequently, you can pick these up quite cheap, and they're not a bad little amp for harp. They've got an 8-inch Celestion Super speaker in there, and the tone and everything's not bad. What I like is that it will drive, when you're in the unit making a draw on the 5, you let the 6 bleed in, you get a nice little bit of overdrive. You can pick them up for 40 or 50 quid. They've got a speaker extension jack on the back and a line out, which is very handy because if you're going to a jam or something and you want to use an amp, because you know how it is in a jam, if you're a harp player, so can't be played through the PA, and my answer to that is always, yeah, as long as all the guitars play through the PA, I'll play through the PA. I don't like PAs, especially if you're playing, this is an E flat, which is pretty high, using a cheap harp to show this. This is a 3 quid Murano, but I have embossed it and gapped the reeds and arced it and all that. It doesn't play too bad for a cheap harp. Or just thought cheap harmonica. I will try on a better harp in a minute. But you know, you can pick these up, and they're a good little amp. I'll unplug it in a minute and bring it home and show you the controls on it. But it's quite punchy. As I say, the feedback's a little bit of a problem with it, and I'm using a sort of very gainy mic. This is an old Blues Blaster. And it does tend to push it out a bit, but I quite like the mic. Let's try it on a better harp. This is my favourite at the moment. This is an MS Blues harp with the Suzuki Bluesmaster plates in it, and I just like this harp. But this is an A, so this is down the other end from the E flat. Oh, bit of feed. Not a bad little sound. I'll just go and get it, unplug it, and bring it over and show you the controls on it. Out, a bit fiddly, but it's quite small. Oh, come out. Come out, come out, come out. There we are. Right. Got a Celestion Super 8 speaker. You've got a line out and an extension speaker socket under here. The controls on the top. See if we can get it in. You've got the there's a headphone socket there. There's a head on-off switch. Headphone socket, volume, treble, bass, gain. There's a button there for the mids. You want to bring the mids in, and there's also a button there for the gain. But it's quite a nicely made little amp. You know, you can pick these up, I don't know, 40, 50 quid on the on eBay. It's nice and light, nice and small, as I say, because it's got the line out. You just you go into a jam or you've got to do a gig, you don't have a lot of gear. Plug it in and line it out on the PA. I've got the treble right off on that, the bass right up. If you line it out, what I suggest you do is leave the bass flat on the PA desk and knock off the middle and the top. But for the money, you know, you can pick them up and they're a good little amp. Hope that's of useful information to someone. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.